Hello everyone, I'm Punch and welcome to episode 11 of Applecraft. In today's episode we're going to do two things that we need. First thing that we're going to do is go fight the Wither and get a beacon. And then we're going to go collect a whole bunch of resources since we drained all our resources last episode. And then we're going to do something we haven't done in a while. We're going to build a new building. Yeah, we'll get to that later. Right now, why don't we go and try to fight the Wither? It will take some preparations first, though. So the first thing we want to do is build up a little egg collector here, because chickens are actually one of the most transportable mobs in Minecraft, because you can just take eggs and throw the chickens and make them appear wherever you want them to, just by throwing the eggs. And the reason we want to bring chickens with us to the Wither fight is that, well, I want some wither roses. Wither roses are not something I've ever had in large quantities on any world before. You've probably heard me say that about a lot of things that we built farms for and stuff. But this is another one of those things that I've never had a lot of, so I want to grab some wither roses. If we have a whole bunch of chickens next to the wither when it first spawns in and explodes, it should kill all of the chickens, and all the chickens should drop wither roses. So I want to bring a couple shulker, wow, that's kind of hard to say, a couple shulker boxes of eggs with us, so we can get lots of wither roses. I got these eggs from the little chicken farm that Daxty has in his hidey hole. Did I just kill that chicken? I didn't think eggs hurt mobs. Huh. Maybe it's suffocated. Yeah, actually, right here behind us, we have our basalt generator here. I don't know that I've ever shown this on camera before. This is just another little temporary structure that I've just used to grab a whole bunch of basalt. Just stand here, mine away, and hope most of the basalt doesn't go into the lava. We're also going to want a sword that has Smite 5 on it. Not Bane of Arthropods, because you can actually kill the Wither pretty quickly if you have Smite on your sword. What is it with the Bane of Arthropods? So I've come to this nether fortress over here, and it's quite a ways out, but I came to this one in particular because it is smack dab in the middle of a giant soul sand valley. And since it's in the middle of a soul sand valley, that means that there's not a lot of stuff that's going to be spawning around the fortress, and so the mob cap is not taken up, and so a ton of stuff spawns inside the nether fortress. So it should be pretty easy to get a whole bunch of wither skeletons to increase our chances of getting some skulls faster. So yeah, let's jump in. Well, we got the resources we need. Now we just need to go fight the Wither. Okay, here we are. We've got the Wither that we're going to be fighting right here. I've dug out this long tunnel here, which I hope is long enough. If it's not, then we're going to have a bit of a problem on our hands, but I took us far away from civilization, so even if something does go horribly wrong, everything should still be fine. Now let's throw a bunch of chickens in here. Alrighty, there should be almost 2 stacks of chickens in there now, I think. That'll be a lot of wither roses. I don't know what we'll use them for just yet, but, you know, it's good to get them since we're fighting the Wither right now. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw what happened the last time I fought the Wither. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. But, let's just say it didn't go very well. I should have my food over here. Okay, here we go. Are you guys ready? I'm not sure if I'm ready. Here we go. Okay, we have the Wither. Oh, I should have brought some night vision potions with me. Oh well. Here we go, we're making good progress. This is going very well. Extremely well. This is going even better than when I experimented in the testing world. Wow. Well, that was great. That was easy. Why have I ever struggled with the wither before? Wow, that's great. We got 39 wither roses. Okay, that's not nearly as many as I was hoping for, but that'll work. Let me grab the star before it despawns. Oh, and look, diamonds. So we're here at our gold farm now, which I don't think I've ever actually shown the interior on camera before. I know I showed the exterior briefly in episode 1, but yeah, I think this is the first time you guys have seen the interior. Over here is where all the gold from the farm comes in, and right over here is a very hastily thrown together place for piglin bartering. This is where we've been getting our spectral arrows from. And around the corner is where our rotten flesh comes in, which we've been using to trade with villagers for emeralds. So the reason I'm here is that if we're going to have a beacon, we're going to need some blocks to put under it. So I've been AFKing here for quite a while now. Having a full-time job does give you a lot of good time for AFKing in Minecraft. So this is how much I've gotten so far. 2 stacks and 36 is enough for 1 beacon, but I want to try to get enough for several beacons because probably in the next episode we're going to try to get ourselves several beacons so that Daxty and I can, just have a few around to grab if we need one. I've got enough gold sitting here, I think, to make enough blocks for at least 2 more beacons? Maybe 3. We'll see. Alrighty, now that we've got the blocks for the base of the beacon, I've come out to a faraway place, and now the last thing we just need to do is actually craft the beacon. Here we go. It's a crafting recipe I don't do often. Not logs. Aha! Our first beacon. Here we go. Place it down. Add an ingot. And we have haste. Woohoo! So now I'm just gonna mine out around this beacon. I've got a whole bunch of shulker boxes here because I plan to keep everything, all the granite, diorite, tuff, deep slate, everything. I'm gonna take it home with me. Yeah, one downside to 1.17 is that Deep Slate is here at Diamond level, and Deep Slate is not instant mine with a Haste 2 beacon and Efficiency 5 pickaxe. But I do still want to get a whole bunch of Deep Slate, so we're going to mine it out anyway. Well, we are definitely not low on cobblestone and stone anymore. We have tons of it, and we got a bunch of the other types of stone blocks here too. We've got lots of ores. We got a couple shulker boxes of deep slate. I don't think we're low on resources anymore, guys. And it's just kind of satisfying to see a speed mine all mined out. Yeah, I would say this mission to get a beacon has been a success. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have to worry about getting stone and cobblestone for a while longer now. But now, as I said at the beginning of the episode, we haven't really built anything in a long time now. Like, we've decorated the interior of our office, and we built, the bone meal farm, but, we haven't actually built a new building in a long time. So we're gonna go do that now. These villagers over here, they've been great. They've provided me with important books like Unbreaking, not so much Impaling, but, I've got a Mending villager around here somewhere, and some Efficiency. These guys have really helped out me and Daxty. And so I think it's about time that they get a bit of an upgrade from their cobblestone and dirt enclosure. I mean, honestly, it's like they're zoo animals right now. They have an open top and everything. And I think it would also be cool if we could have access through villagers to every single type of enchanted book. Which is why I have laid out over here a plan for a great library. Now I know what you're thinking. Punch, this thing is huge. Why are you going to make it so big? Well, I looked up how many enchanted books there are, and it's actually like 41, 42. It's in the low 40s, and who knows how many they're going to add on into the future. So I thought we would give ourselves plenty of space. I've got a whole design picked out and everything, and it's gonna look great. I was originally concerned that the size of this thing might kind of dwarf the school here and the community storage over here. But after I built it up right here, just this little front part here, I actually don't think it looks that bad. It's actually, at its tallest point right here, it's actually only 4 or 5 blocks taller than the school's highest point right here. So I think we are probably okay to build it here. If we do build it and we don't like it, well, we can always change it because I'm only planning on building like the first half of this front part here today. If we think it's too big, we might be able to add a basement or something. I don't know, we'll see. And so now I say, cue the music, start the time lapse. Well, I would say that this place is looking pretty good. It almost looks like the front of a church or something to me. I don't know why. I didn't actually plan out the front part here. This was improvised, but I don't know. I kind of like it. If we move on the inside, you can see we have, well, it lives up to the name, Great Library. We have a ton of bookshelves here. And right here is where the villagers are going to stand to, be traded with. But I don't actually have any villagers in here right now, as you can probably tell, because, we kind of still have the whole back half of the building open here, and so it seems like going ahead and putting in villagers to a place that's exposed to the outside world is just kind of a bad idea. Still got a couple things to work out, like lighting in here, and on the outside here, we've got to figure out what we're doing with the terrain here, but yeah, this is mostly finished, this front part here. In the near future, we might build ourselves a wool farm, though, because, this took a while to collect all this wool, and some sheep may or may not have been harmed in the process of getting this wool. There has been an accident at the sheep farm, but, not to worry. Everything is under control. Nothing has happened here. Just ignore everything. Don't ignore nothing. Everything's fine. There's no need to worry about that. So there's one more thing I want to do with this today before we wrap up with this. This place is made mostly of flammable blocks, so it seems like a good opportunity to put a lightning rod on top. It's my first time using a lightning rod. So if we just, that didn't work. If we just fly up here, think I'll try putting it in the center. This is an odd number, right? I think so. Let's pillar up a bit with some lightning, or not some lightning rods, from iron bars. Wow. I don't know, maybe do something like this. This looks kind of lightning rod-ish, right? Like in real life? I don't know. We'll put that there. Yeah, sure, that looks... okay, that looks kind of dorky. But, you know, it serves its purpose. So now, any lightning that strikes should go right up there, and we shouldn't have to worry about our building burning down here because of lightning. It's great. Yeah, so we're probably gonna need to do a different, better looking design for the lightning rod than that, but hey, it's good to have it in place. We don't want to make a home for the villagers just for it to burn down in a rainstorm. Although it doesn't really seem to rain that often. But yeah, that's all I have time for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I know I had fun fighting the wither. It went much better than it has for me in the past. So yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!